You're fucking ready for this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We went at different parts of that song, but it was the same song.
It's the thought that counts. What's going on, dude?
I'm so thirsty.
Okay. ASMR, just you drink.
Oh, God. The flavour of nothing on my tongue.
What's happening, dude?
Not a lot.
What's
I'm real
going on?
sleepy today.
Did you oversleep? Is that...
Probably.
Yeah, okay.
I don't know. Couldn't tell you.
I feel like I went into a coma when I got home.
I was so comfy in bed.
I was
Just
so comfy, so full.
sliding that makeup off.
Yeah.
Delicious.
Nice. Dude. I woke
So
up
delicious.
at like 2 a.m. Benji woke me up to go outside. And then I couldn't go back to sleep. And I was just randomly scrolling through TikTok.
I hate that.
Lo and behold, fucking Clinton Kane had decided that he had something to say about the Brooke Schofield
Really?
stuff. Yeah, he did like a 20-something part series.
Like,
And
let it go, dude. Let it go.
You bet your bottom dollar I watched every single one of them before I went to bed.
What did he say?
So he was like, everything that she'd said in her TikTok series about all the lies and everything bad that he did during their relationship, he was like basically trying to debunk her lies or whatever.
Debunk his own lies.
Well, no, like he was claiming that she was lying, right?
Right.
And so he would she's spoken about the whole thing on multiple podcasts on her own, like so many things. He was getting bits from everywhere. And for example, she might have been like, yeah, there was 7 of us that went out to dinner in Malibu. And he would be like, wrong, there was 4. Like really petty things that really didn't make a difference. But he wouldn't address like the actual...
The big stuff.
The big stuff. And in some of the stuff that he'd done, like he'd posted, she'd written this like iPhone notes document of all the things that she could do to him that would be worse than what he did to her. I don't know, it was really confusing. And it was a whole list of all these things that she could do, like ruin his career and all this sort of stuff. But like he shared that thinking like, yeah, look at how good I am, and being like, you said that you wouldn't do all these things, but you are. But then on the list, he's like outing himself to be even worse than what she made him out to be.
Yeah.
For example, like one of the dot points was telling the world that he made me cry every time I said I didn't want to have sex with him. Or something like stuff like that. But like he didn't think it through. Anyway, so now TikTok's like blown up. She's responded again.
Yeah.
And all these people are jumping in. It's crazy. So that's what I was doing at 2 a.m. Just if you were ever wondering.
Like, will it ever end? I don't know.
I just feel like it's at a point where there's nothing more anyone can say. He's not going to own up to his shit.
Not clearly.
He's, whether he likes it or not, kind of proven that he was in the wrong.
Yeah, he's a loser and he's a bum and the world knows it. So, like, what more is there to say?
And he posted everything and had his comments turned off.
That's so embarrassing.
I'm like, let me have my say.
Literally.
I want to call you a dick. And I couldn't.
Dumb.
So, yeah, I was busy this morning. Then went
Making
back
moves.
to sleep. Woke up and here we are.
Here we are.
But yeah, last night's dinner, elite.
Yeah, that was stunning.
Dude, I just love eating.
We went to Madame Hanoi last night with some girly pops and wow, such good food.
So
The wine
good.
was really good too that Nicole picked out.
Yeah. Oh my God, her just taking charge. I love that.
That's what I need.
It
in a
was so
relationship.
nice.
I just need someone to just be decisive and like speak for me. As much as I love speaking for myself, there are times where I'm just like, I just need someone to take the lead.
Yeah.
And it's not me.
Yeah. Just
wanna
let
be
me
a
not
sheep
think.
sometimes.
Yeah, just let me not think for
Like,
a minute.
Mentally. Yeah.
It was nice.
Oh, I loved it. I loved it.
And I love doing share plates.
Yeah.
Having a little bit of everything.
Yeah. Pick what you want and then like, let's just all share it.
Yeah. Big
Love
fan of that.
Love that.
Do you know what's out? Individual meals. That's
Yeah,
out. Share
see ya.
plates in.
See ya. Yeah. Give me some of your entree, bitch.
Now we're sharing our breakfast every time we go to Celador.
That's genius.
That actually is genius.
That's so much cheaper.
Because then we could get like a hot food,
a crossy and an acai bowl.
and an acai bowl, and just go half-halves. We're never getting individual meals ever again. We're forever sharing.
We're even more connected at the hip. That's crazy. Look at my wallpaper.
Stop.
Yeah, I am obsessed with this photo.
Did you see, for everyone who's listening, it's a photo of Libba. I don't know who else is in the photo though.
It's Libba, Jamara, and Westy.
Nice.
From the Bulldogs.
Did you see the Western Bulldogs posted shirtless pictures of Libba? And I commented and I said, whoever's running this account is a girl's girl.
Yeah, period. Period.
I was like, damn.
Just, wow.
What a night for footy.
What a night to back both Bulldogs and the Crows. I should really be wearing 2 scarves again. I was debating it, but I was like, nah. You might not be able to clip it because it might look like it's from the same fucking episode as a couple of weeks ago. But yeah, I mean, can't say the same for Collingwood. Sorry, Collingwood. But
do you know what though? My tips, the best week I've had in a hot minute because I copied yours word for word.
I did not tip the Bulldogs because I didn't think they would actually pull through, especially because it was Cripsy Hustle's 200th game. I thought they were going to win.
Yeah.
Bulldogs are just so, everyone this season is just so inconsistent.
Me in life, to be honest.
So inconsistent. But I'm glad that they won. Go the girly pops.
Good on them.
They got some good pickies in that game.
Yeah.
Our boy, Riley Thilthorpe.
Oh my God, he
played in the Crows versus St Kilda game. Absolutely slayed, by the way. 2 goals.
I was going to say he got 2 goals. Also, shout out to the girly pops who listen to us, who send us footy content when they go to the games.
My days.
Like there's 2 in particular last night. Emily and Chelsea, they were sending us on brand fuzzy photos.
Nothing but respect for my presidents,
Thilthorpe
to be honest.
and Fogg. And when Thilthorpe got his first goal, we knew about it in DMs.
Love.
I love that.
Yes,
elite.
Literally.
We love that for us. Our
Vice
true boyfriend
presidents
scouts
of the girly pops. Yeah.
Yeah, doing
100%.
God's work.
Truly. Speaking of presidents, put your hand up if you got shot at this morning.
Like,
not us. Put your hand up if you got shot at this morning and your name rhymes with Donald Trump. Rump. I just said the name. Yeah, Donald Trump got shot at, everyone.
Wild scenes to wake up to.
Yeah, you know what though? Nikki has a conspiracy theory. She's like, what if it was like all a ploy?
That's what I'm reading.
Team?
Yeah, people are saying online, what if it was staged? Because there's now, this is going to be one of the most iconic photos in history.
Those photos are fucking patriotic
of
as
him.
Shit. Yeah,
flag in the background, fist in the air, like Secret Service around him, blood on his ear.
You can hear the hawks squawking in the photo. Yeah, period. Like you can hear it. I can hear the national anthem playing.
What the fuck is a kilometer?
Yeah. Like they are some doozy photos.
Yeah. Dude, that was wild. I don't want to say too much because I don't want to get us in trouble, but like all I'm going to say is you only get one shot to assassinate a president.
You only get not one shot. Do not miss your chance to blow. This opportunity comes one and so love.
And you read into that how you want.
I mean, yeah.
But also speaking about like American politics, I've decided I'm going to storm the Capitol. And this is why.
Again.
No one asked my whereabouts on January 6th.
What is the Capitol?
It's like... Let me Google it.
Look, I'm not too sure.
It's like a government building.
Is
it's
it?
like...
Why is it called the Capitol? Is it in Washington? Is Washington the capital? Wait, hang on.
So the United States Capitol in Washington, D.C. is a symbol of the American people and our government. It's like a meeting place for the nation's legislature.
So it's like Parliament House.
Yeah, kind of.
Right.
And then I think the White House is
Does America have a capital?
Yeah, every country has a capital. It's Washington.
Okay.
What is the... it's Washington, D.C.
America's the country, but then like the places like Texas and like New York, they're states, right?
Yeah.
They're not... No, they're not country. Okay, that was dumb. Yeah.
That was dumb. Yeah, America is the country.
And then you got all the little
And then
52 states.
Yeah, it's like 52 states or something.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yep.
Yeah, facts.
Okay.
Love a bit of geography to get the day started.
Why are you storming the Capitol?
Because when we were at dinner last night, we're all getting old, and so
Okay.
the top.
Your healthcare choices have nothing to do with America.
No, but listen, okay, listen, just listen, okay.
This is all the Capitol's fault.
So, I learned last night that if you don't have hospital cover by the time you're 31, then you have to pay, what is it, like 2%. By the time you do get it, you have to then pay like an extra 2%
It's an
for
extra
every year.
amount. Yeah.
I never knew that the government had a gun to my head saying you must have hospital cover or you must have whatever.
Well, you don't have to, but like if you end up getting it down the track, you're going to be paying more for it.
Yeah. That didn't know that. Anyway, I don't like being forced into it. I sound like a fucking crazy person that's like, fuck the government, right? And I'm not. But also, don't tell me if I need hospital cover. And so I will be storming Australia's version of the Capitol, whatever that is.
Parliament House.
Parliament House. I will be storming it out of rage. But then, like, Dad broke it down for me. And he was like, if you don't get it, and then you have to pay, like, an extra 10% or whatever in X amount of years, that's like $150.
It, like... I've crunched the numbers because I thought I had to do it before I was 30. So like 2 days before I was about to turn 30, I was like manically looking at like hospital cover and stuff. And like I crunched the numbers and it was like, even if I don't get it before I'm 31 and like the chances of me even like actually needing to use hospital cover are fucking slim anyway.
Yeah.
But the amount that I'll be paying per month for hospital cover, like it makes more sense for me to wait out and see if I need it than to actually get it.
Don't get me wrong. Premium. If I could reasonably afford private health.
It's so expensive.
I would get it, right? Yeah. The only reason I don't get it is because my money could be better spent elsewhere.
Oh, 100%. And like the basic form of hospital cover like covers absolutely nothing. So I'm like, well, what am I paying for if I'm not going to use it? Like it just makes no sense to me.
I know. And then I went down this deep hole and then I learned about the Medicare levy surcharge and just... I've had enough. Like, now I'm afraid of all these things that I don't know about as an adult that are just going to pop up out of nowhere.
Mood.
But just going back to Adelaide Crows, how exciting. We bought memberships everywhere.
Oh, yeah, we did for the last 2 home games.
Yeah, but it was $30 each. And, yeah, we're going to be on the hill, but that's okay because $30 is $30.
Truly.
Which is so exciting. But the best part is that means that we get to watch the Bulldogs versus Adelaide game. Like, what more could you want?
What? I'm conflicted about what I'm going to wear. Maybe I'll wear my Bulldogs hat and then my crow scarf and just really fuck everyone off.
I think we should go arts and craft style and we're going to create a half Bulldogs, half Crows outfit.
Okay, let's go.
Yeah. Fact. Or even better, we're going to build you like a mascot suit and it's going to be half a bulldog and half the crow.
Love that.
Yeah. How nice is that?
Yeah, gorge.
Just imagine you running around the hill, barking and crowing at people.
I can do both those things.
Do it right now. Oh.
Yeah. Yeah.
I wasn't expecting it like that. I'm not going to lie. That
Period.
was nuts. That was nuts. Damn. Fuck, all right.
I had to think about that one. I'm like, what noise does a fucking bird make?
Fuck, that was quick.
Yeah, thank you. Natural talent.
So I was reading the news this week, and in sports news, there's an Australian like track runner, Jess Hull.
She's a runner. She's a track star.
She has smashed the world record for the 2,000 meters in Monaco. She ran it in 5 minutes and 19 seconds. I'm sorry. I didn't even know that was possible. Did not know that was possible.
Also, sorry, don't say 2,000 meters like sport people. Yeah, say 2Ks. Come on.
Now I'm confused.
Fucking for real. That is crazy.
Yeah. every day I'm getting more and more excited for the Olympics because
Yeah.
more news is coming out. So
That's so quick.
So then I learnt that Australia has never won a medal in the women's 1500, right?
Wow.
And so I believe that she's running that at the Olympics. So maybe we have a really good shot.
It takes me probably 5 minutes to get the water temperature right in my shower, and she's just out here just fucking running 2Ks.
My hot water and my sink, like my kitchen
Takes
sink.
forever. Hey, mine too.
Yeah,
What's
takes.
with that?
I thought it was just my house.
No, that takes way longer than in my bathroom.
Yeah, okay.
I don't know why.
And she's run the 2K.
She runs quicker than our hot water. Put that on a fucking bumper sticker right now.
I'm gonna add that to my list of reasons why I'm storming the Capitol, to be honest.
Slow hot water.
Jess Hull and also I've got a new interest in track and field sports now.
I love track and field.
So then I started watching, Netflix has this new TV show series called Sprint.
Yeah.
I only started it this morning, so I've watched like 20 minutes of it.
Good?
So far it's interesting.
Yeah.
So it follows elite sprinters. Well, it's all about like elite sprinters navigating training, media scrutiny, and fierce competition following their race to become the world's fastest humans. And it particularly follows the runners from like Team USA, like the Americans and the Jamaicans, because they have a huge rivalry.
Yeah.
So it's at the moment all I've gotten to is they're introducing everyone and kind of that character building. But it's just crazy. Like, these people are genuinely the fastest people in the world.
Like, track and field, especially like running, is crazy because it's literally just your body.
Yeah.
Like, you don't have any equipment. Well, I mean, like, you got shoes and stuff, but I mean, that's neither here nor there, really.
Yeah.
Like, whereas other sports like football or like rowing or anything like golf, like, you've got equipment to make you better.
Yeah.
It's just your body.
I know. It's crazy. And just the speeds that they're running. But
how do you move that quick? Like, how?
It takes me 10 minutes to run a K.
It's insane.
Like, I don't
She'd be lapping us like 43 times.
That's not hard. I've had people walking who have lapped me. But it's making me very excited for the Olympics.
I can't wait.
So,
how many days? Surely that's soon.
It's very soon because it would be less than 3 weeks now.
When does Olympics start? Friday the 26th of July.
Oh, say less. It's like 2 weeks away.
Yeah. Oh my God, I love that.
12 days. So I'm never going to get any sleep during the Olympics.
Sorry.
And then this week, the Boomers are now in Abu Dhabi for I think it's 2 exhibition games. One against Team USA. No, it's 3. Team USA and Serbia. No, it is 2. And the first one is against Team USA at 1:30 Tuesday morning.
Ew.
And I will be getting up and watching it.
Ew.
I get up at 2 a.m. most mornings because Benji wants to be taken out to the toilet anyway. So
well, there you go. That works out.
It's all going to be fine.
Also, the Euro Cup is on tomorrow morning at 4:30.
Is this the finals?
Yeah. England versus Spain.
So, like, the winner of this is the winner of the whole thing?
Yeah.
Maybe I need to watch that as well. What time is it again?
4:30.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I
mean,
we'll see.
I'll be real. I'm neither here nor there with soccer. So,
yeah, because
like,
what's the bet? I'll tune in. Nothing happens.
Well, I mean, just watch the highlights. You know what I mean? There'll be like 5.
2 highlights, 2 goals.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. That's gonna annoy me. Yeah, you're right. I'm not watching the soccer. Sorry, you can't make me.
Yeah, honestly, just watch the highlights.
You can't make me. At least in the basketball, people score.
Things don't really happen.
But I'm very
respectfully.
Mm.
I mean,
but with the basketball, very interested because LeBron's playing in Team USA this year.
LeBron James.
He hasn't played in the Olympics since he was in his 20s.
Really?
This solidifies to me that this is his last year and he's going to retire because
really?
I reckon he's gunning for a final gold medal, right? Or a gold medal. He's gunning for a great year with Bronny on his team, and then he's like ticking all the major boxes, and then he's out.
It'll be interesting.
So it'll be funny to watch him play against Australia.
Look at the sun shining.
Yeah, I know.
Damn.
I'm not going to lie to you. I'm like a crackhead. When that sun comes out, I'm itching to go to the
real.
pub.
That's real. What a shit day for you to be busy, to be honest.
I'm only busy for a couple of hours, doll.
It takes you a couple of hours to get down there.
I can be back. What time you want me back? We're going to the pub?
No, I have dinner. I can't go to fucking dinner hungover again.
Oh. Whatever. Fine. That's fine.
I can't afford to drink anyway. That shit's expensive.
Maybe I'll see if they want to go to the pub.
Yeah,
after
hijack lunch.
Yeah, I might do that.
Hijack lunch, because then you can drink for free.
You are an economist.
Period.
Earlier today, when I was talking to Dad about the insurance thing, Dad was like doing real-time maths. And then later on, I don't know how it came up. He started talking about Weird Al Yankovic songs. And he was like, do you remember that one? And it was about like, it was off of that Johnny Has a Gun. And I was like, yeah, it was Elmo's got a gun. Big
That's why
birds
he sent
on
that
the
picture.
run. What made Elmo? And I like recited the whole song. Dad goes, so you can remember that, but you don't know your fucking times tables. And I said, Mark, I'm just a girl.
Until they make a Weird Al Yankovic song about times tables, I'm not going to learn it.
I went through a major Weird Al Yankovic phase.
Did ya?
Big fan of him. So weird.
That's wild.
So I just thought, when I was a kid, I was like, this
This man's creative.
Creative genius. Wow, ahead of his time.
That's so funny.
Oh, fuck. And I had all of his songs on my little red MP3. Dude, I was downloading that shit off of LimeWire like there's no tomorrow.
I mean...
Pop culture. Right out the gate. Miley Cyrus. I know that I said that Ariana Grande was rumored to be the halftime performer.
You said that with
Super
your
Bowl.
chest.
Things have changed, guys. Things have changed to keep up. Miley Cyrus is now rumored for the Super Bowl halftime performer for 2025.
That makes more sense to me than Ariana Grande.
It does. And she was also one of the finalists for this year's Super Bowl, but she lost it to Usher. Right? So there's no like science behind this, no real facts other than like Miley Cyrus updates has been tweeting, but they think but there was a People article saying that fans really are speculating that she will be the halftime performer. She has a great catalogue though. Yeah, she'd kill it.
Yeah, 100% she would.
I also saw someone online saying that she should do Jolene with Dolly Parton and Beyonce.
Yeah. Oh my god, imagine. That would be iconic. Yeah. No, I'm all for that. I feel like that would be a great halftime show.
She would be phenomenal. I feel like she's at the height of like her career right now. She's never sounded better. No. She's never looked better. Yep. She's cool as shit. Yep. And I really want that. Period. The only thing I would say is because the next Super Bowl is in New Orleans. It would be way better if it could have been in LA because then she could start with Hopped Off the Plane at LAX. Yeah, that's smart. That would just really fucking tickle your pickle, you know? Yeah, truly. That would scratch my brain. But in other news, Alec Baldwin has been in court. Have you watched any of this?
I have seen snippets of him crying.
Me.
Well,
me as fuck.
So that ain't relatable content.
I only started paying attention to it when the news came, like the latest news came out this week. But effectively, Alec Baldwin has been on trial this month because in October the 21st, 2021, a reproduction single action army revolver, which Baldwin was using to set up a camera shot on the movie, fired a live round that killed Miss Hutchins and injured director Joel Souza. So Baldwin was facing an unprecedented criminal prosecution as an actor for an on-set shooting, and his lawyers said prosecutors dragged him through a cesspool of improprieties. So,
cesspool. I like that they use the word a cesspool.
Right. Fucking love that. So,
you're a naked girl.
Yeah, where's her bandana?
You don't have your clothes on.
So, prosecutors were alleging that Baldwin played a role in the death of Miss Hutchins because he handled the gun irresponsibly. But it came out this week that the prosecutors had hidden evidence from, like, the court case that would have supported Baldwin being innocent. And so as a result, the judge dismissed the entire case. The case was for involuntary manslaughter, agreeing with his lawyers that prosecutors and police withheld evidence on the source of the live round that killed Rust cinematographer Helena Hutchins in 2021. I don't really understand, because when I was reading it, it was saying that the evidence that was withheld was pointing to, it wasn't the armorer, it was someone else on set having supplied the bullets or like the live rounds. But
why are you using a gun that can kill people on set?
that's what everyone is saying.
Like, I'm so confused as to how that ever happened.
Yeah, why would you ever need live rounds? I don't get that. I read someone saying online that it could be for, I don't know, if they're shooting a target or something else in the movie.
Use a fake one.
Yeah.
CGI's a thing. Be fucking for real.
Yeah, facts. So it would be interesting to see. Surely now there's never going to be a movie set where they have live rounds. Like they're just...
No, just like, I just don't understand how that happened.
And then I was watching, I started getting all these videos about it. And because Jensen Ackles is in the film as well. And the scene that they were about to shoot was Baldwin was meant to shoot Jensen Ackles in the scene.
Imagine if he shot him and then actually just died.
Yeah. Facts. Do you think that they would use that scene in the film?
I don't know.
They can't.
No,
there's
surely
no
not.
way.
But I mean,
There is
like,
no way. I know, but it
you'd
would be
like,
so
that
real.
is impeccable acting, and they'd be like,
round of applause.
And then they're like, why isn't he getting up? That's weird. Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh dear. Oh dear.
The acting through the roof.
So he got acquitted. Hey.
Yeah, that's it.
Done and dusted.
That's why he was crying, because he was like,
it's over.
yeah. Crazy that they withheld the evidence.
Yeah,
Fucking
and they think that they'd get away with it.
rookies.
That's dumb.
Also, fantastic work from his lawyers to discover that they had evidence that they were withholding. What a gang. But yeah, I don't know. Gypsy Rose,
Jip.
however,
Been a hot minute since we brought up Jip.
I know she kind of settled down for a hot minute, and then she came out this week and announced that she was Coco was pregnant with her boyfriend Ken Urker's baby.
Crazy. Is Ken the ex?
Yeah,
The ex.
What do you mean the XX?
Like, she's been with him before.
Yeah, she's dated him before. He was like pre-Ryan.
Yeah.
But he wasn't the one that she did the murder with, because people get confused.
No.
But she left Ryan to get back with Ken. And she announced that she was pregnant, and then everyone was speculating, well, maybe it's Ryan's baby, like who knows, because there was a bit of overlap there. And then she posted an actual timeline breakdown of every day that she had sex with Ken.
Give it to us.
I have it on my phone. I forgot to think, but she was like,
Let me see if I can pull it up.
but the craziest part of it all is because she's in the midst of divorcing Ryan Anderson still. She filed for divorce at the end of March and she then conceived in early May. According to legislation from the state of Louisiana, that if a mum is married to someone when the child was conceived or has been divorced for less than 300 days at the time of the birth, then that man, like the person that they're married to, is presumed to be the father. So unless she can speed up the divorce and prove Urker's paternity, Anderson's name will go on the birth certificate.
That's the dumbest law I've ever heard in my life.
I know.
Like,
this is the thing that I don't get about like states that hate women and hate women's rights, is you're just making things more hard and more complicated.
if he's on the birth certificate, then does that mean that he'll have to pay child support for a baby that isn't his?
Great question. Can you imagine? Dude got stitched up.
Imagine, like, having to pay child support for one, a baby that isn't yours, but two, is the baby of, like, the person, like, your ex who's now with their ex.
That would,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That would surely have to motivate him to want to speed up the divorce.
Yeah.
Because why the fuck would you want anything to do with someone else's kid?
So when people were speculating that Gypsy's baby was Ryan's, she left a TikTok comment saying, quote, left Ryan March 23rd, had a period April 17th, made love with Ken and only him April 27, 28, 29, 30, conceived on May 4th and positive test on May 24th. In all capitals, Ken is the father.
Do you know what I love about Gypsy Rose? She never holds back.
No.
This is how you know that she was not built for fame.
No.
Nothing's a secret.
She can't keep those
went,
lips
we
shut.
bussed 5 days
Constantly.
a week. I'm surprised we didn't get timestamps, to be completely honest.
Positions.
Yeah. Fucking wild stuff. So, yeah. Surely they're divorced. They're going to speed that up.
I mean, we'll see.
Yeah.
Time will tell.
We'll see. But she hasn't even been out of prison for the length of a pregnancy.
No.
What's it been? Like 8 months?
Really? That long already?
Nah. Gypsy Rose prison release date. Release. But it's crazy because I haven't watched her, like, so she was released
December 23.
I got to December 28 here.
Like December 2023.
Oh, yeah. I haven't watched her show that she's
neither.
done, but I keep seeing clips on TikTok, and
Yeah,
there's
same.
one where she's talking about wanting to get her nose done and her hair done and all this sort of stuff, and Ryan's like, you're not even going to be my wife anymore, and it's like foreshadowing that.
Yeah, it's crazy.
And then I saw another one where she's speaking with someone, I don't know who it was, and she was saying how she still had feelings for Ken, to the point where just before she married Ryan, she rang Ken and was like, if you don't want me to marry Ryan, tell me and I won't go through with it. But he was like, oh, I just want you to do what's happy. Like, he wasn't confidently being like, leave him and come with me. And so that's why she went through with it. That's nuts. Poor Ryan. I actually feel bad for him.
Like, I'm sorry, but if you're having to call your ex and be like, if you don't want me to marry this man, tell me. Don't marry that man.
That's probably a sign. Yeah.
Don't be marrying that man.
That even if he's like, I don't want to be with you, I hate to break it to you, but you still should not marry
the fact that you've got those feelings there, just delay it. Just think about it for a little bit longer.
It just means that you don't love your to-be husband.
Yeah.
Because even
that's a sign, doll.
Even if the other dude rejects you, you'll find someone else and you'll be like, peace.
You're not in it for the long haul. I'll be real with you. Yeah.
I agree. So, poor Jip Jip.
Poor Ryan.
Poor Ryan. Poor Jip Jip. Poor Ken. What a crazy mix of events.
America,
I need America to just chill out.
I'm not convinced America's real.
It's not. And then did you see in like the presidential stuff this week where Trump was he called the president of Ukraine Putin, and then he also said that
he called
yeah, he was like introducing him to like come out on stage, and he was like president of the Ukraine Putin.
Vladimir Putin.
Yeah.
Oh,
and the president was like,
that's not my name. That's my arch enemy, actually.
And like there's clips of Trump's team and the Ukrainian teams, all like their reactions, and you just see them all go like, oh. Like they just die inside a little bit.
Couldn't have got that any more wrong.
And then he starts going on. He's like meant to be talking about Kamala Harris and like his vice president, saying like basically trying to reinforce that he believes in her and he.
Are you talking about Biden, not Trump?
Yeah. Did I say Trump?
I think you said Trump. Or maybe I thought you said Trump. I don't know. We'll listen back.
It wouldn't surprise me because I always say the wrong name. Like I know what I'm talking about.
Because I was like, classic Trump.
I know what I'm talking about, but I say the wrong shit all the time. Everyone should know by now.
Poor Biden.
Poor Biden. Poor Trump even. Like, I just defamed him. No, Biden said all of that.
Yeah.
And then Biden was meant to be hyping up Kamala Harris, saying how like she's a great vice president and, you know, I believe that she has the capabilities to be a president should she like need to step up, whatever. But said Trump, not her name, and was saying
she did a you.
He did a me. He did a me.
Oh, he did.
Biden did a me.
So confusing.
Let's play a game. Who knows what we're talking about right now? Raise your hand.
Crickets. Fucking cricket.
Kamala Harris. Coco, I need to write girly pop.
Oi, give me a
here. Where is it? I'm gonna get fucking quotes up. No, I'm not.
So he was talking about Kamala, but he was saying Trump.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Where is it? I'm going to sing to people while I look for it.
Okay.
Here we go. Look, I wouldn't have picked Vice President Trump to be vice president did I think she was not qualified to be president. Do you know what, though?
Oh, I feel bad for laughing.
No, do you know what, though?
You tell him.
I can't shit on Biden for that because I would do that and I'm
You
mentally
have.
sound.
You've done that
I've
just now.
done it and I'm mentally sound. Like I'm all there. And that's what I would do. Like, guys, we can't shit on Biden.
But to do it twice to two different people, that's rough.
But again, I would do that. Biden, Putin. It's so funny. So fucking funny. Where's the Putin
Oh,
one?
he's not going to win, is he? That's scary.
No, I'm telling you, today, the image from today's thing.
Trump's going to get back into presidency.
Oh, I knew that was going to happen anyway.
Oh, that's great. Poor Biden.
Do you know what the worst part is?
Man.
Biden's not even going to know that he lost.
He'll be like, they'll announce the presidents and he'll be like, yeah, we did it.
He'll be like, well done, everyone. Trump won. Sazi sent me today a clip that Alex Hall from Selling the OC had posted to her Instagram story in response to what happened with Trump this morning. She was like, all like rattled, and she was saying how inspirational and motivational it was that Trump was like raising his fist, being like showing that he would continue to fight for America. Like, no offense, but Alex Hall needs to actually just shut up.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's so funny. Yeah, that's nuts. Did you have anything pop culture-y?
Nah, I'm
I feel
good.
like I covered it.
Yeah.
What have you watched anything this week?
Have I? Oh, I started watching Good Girl's Guide to
Oh my
Murder.
god, tell me everything immediately.
It's really good. I really like it. Because we read the book for book club.
Yeah.
And I remember it being really twisty, and I couldn't remember what actually happened, or like
Who did it?
who did what. Yeah. And so I had to read a summary of what happened, and I was just like, oh my god, so much happens in that book.
Yeah.
So much. But no, I really like it. It's really well done. It gives like the same vibe as what the book does.
Nice.
Like it's really, it's really, really cool. I really like it.
Megan at work was telling me that she'd started watching it and she hadn't watched the book prior.
Read the book. Biden. Mr. President. I too have not watched the book.
Whatever. Maybe I have like a mental issue. Yeah, she hadn't read the book and she is loving the series. She said it's like done really well. She said there's humor in it, but it's like really well done humor, and that's what she loved the most about it. She thought it was so funny.
Yeah.
But she's loving it. So I need to watch it. I need to figure out if Mum and Dad have Stan.
You need to get Stan because that's where the Olympics is on.
It's not on KO?
No.
Oh my god. I'm so glad you told me.
They've got like 56 channels for it.
Oh,
Yeah.
I was about to log into KO and be like, here we go.
Searching.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah. Yep.
Because it's a series, isn't it?
Good Girl's Guide to Murder. Yeah.
Nice. Okay.
I'm like the Olympics. Kinda. Sorta.
If you want.
It's a 12-week series. 2-week series. God, we can't speak today, hey.
New episodes daily.
I also watched, I can't even remember what it's called. Hang on, give me a sec. Mind Master? Maybe?
What?
Going on the true crime theme, I'm just opening.
Wish I could give you the best.
Yeah, Mind Master, To Think Like a Killer. It's a docuseries on Disney Plus.
Okay.
And it's about Dr. Anne Burgess and her story and how she works on like profiling some of the most notorious like true crime cases.
Yeah.
And like you hear about like the people in the FBI and like the behavioral science unit, and it's all just like men. And like, I'd never heard of this woman
Mm-hmm.
before today. And she was like literally pivotal to the whole concept of profiling.
Really?
Mm.
We
Super
love
interesting.
women.
Yeah. And I came across it on TikTok, and someone was reviewing it, and they were like, if you like mind hunters or like anything true crime related, like you'll really like this. It's like a behind the scenes about like profiling and like how it started and how this woman like helped catch notorious serial killers.
Interesting.
So crazy. Yeah,
What
the
a
girls.
legend.
Yeah, truly.
So is she in the series or it's just about?
Yeah, she's in the
she's in
series.
it,
Yeah. And she is like so put together, like so smart,
Yeah.
like just an absolute boss.
Oh my God. I love that.
Yeah, would recommend if you're into mind hunters or like anything true crime. This one was really interesting. So I watched that this morning
Nice.
as well, and I think that's about it.
Nice. I've also
Yes.
been on a true crime binge at the moment. So I started watching The Worst Roommate Ever on Netflix, but I jumped to season 2 because that's the newest season,
Yeah.
and I was like, fuck season
What
1.
happens in it? Like,
So every episode is a unique episode. It's not like one.
it's like a different story.
Yes,
Yeah.
correct.
Okay.
It's not like a flowing story across all of them. And it's like a mini doco about this crazy roommate story that has happened in the US.
That's
So-
scary.
The first episode I watched was about this woman, and she was living with her best friend. They lived together for like 20 something years,
wow.
right? And she, the main woman, she fell pregnant. The father of the child wasn't on the scene. He kind of like whatever. He didn't want to be involved. So she like has this child, and she has really bad health issues. So pre-child, she was a paramedic, and but then she had to, I guess, quit because she herniated a disc, and
Damn.
she's had multiple surgeries off of this. Like she still has ongoing like chronic pain and issues
right.
with herniated discs and things like this, which makes me think like how lucky I am that mine was like kind of done
One
and
and
dusted.
done. Yeah.
So she was constantly having issues and having to have surgeries for that. And then, so she had one towards the top of her neck that she had surgery on, and she was like feeling like a lot of pain and in it. And her housemate, like her best friend or whatever, her housemate, she was like checking it for her and like rubbing it or whatever, like really weirdly. Anyway, she ended up in hospital with MRSA, the like staph infection thing, right?
Yeah.
And she just kind of concluded that she got it from being in hospital, because that's how
Yeah.
you typically would get it,
Yeah.
right? And then she went through this period where she would like go to bed at night, and she would wake up in the hospital, like, and what was happening was her blood sugar was dropping to like 13
Oh, damn.
when it's meant to be like between 80 and 100 or
Yeah.
something. It was dropping to 13 overnight. She'd wake up in hospital and like almost die. And this happened 4 or 5 times.
Shit.
And it was crazy. Anyway, then one day the FBI show up on her front doorstep, and her housemate's not home. She's at work. The FBI show up on her front doorstep and start questioning her. Anyway, it turns out that they were investigating her housemate for having bought Versa, which is like a million times worse than Mercer.
Why are they the same thing?
I know, right? It's like a viral staph thing, like really hard to treat. She
How do you buy that?
bought it off the dark web, right?
How do you?
Anyway, then she, like, through the questioning, realized that the Mercer incident and all the like insulin incidences were because her housemate was trying to kill her.
Why? For her baby?
Yeah, she wanted the kid.
Oh my god.
I know, right? And
Nikki,
then-
I'm fucking watching you. If you try to kill me with a staph infection,
Nikki's like on the dark
she's
web.
like, damn it.
And then the second episode that I watched was this older lady. She lived in like Coachella Valley, right? In the desert.
Oh.
And it's really expensive to live out in the desert because your utilities are way more expensive
Yeah.
because of the heat and all of that. And she wasn't working as much. Like she was working at like Walgreens or something.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, she was getting people to, she had a 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom house, and she was advertising to have 2 housemates come in to help pay the rent and all, or not the rent, but like the mortgage and all of that. And she was like, she wouldn't do background checks on people. Someone would come to look at the house and she would just immediately like take their deposit and give them the key kind of thing. 'Cause she just really needed the money. And doing a background check in America, like it costs money to do, and she was really money poor. And so she had this one guy live with her, and he was a bit kooky, but he was fine, whatever. And then this guy that she worked with at Walgreens, his name was Scott. She came home one day and was like, "Oh, Scott's going to move into the 3rd bedroom." Anyway, it was all fine, whatever. Everyone loved him. Great. And then he just turned fucking wild, and he was doing the craziest shit and then blaming it on the other housemate. Ended up like full manipulating the lady that owned the house into ganging up against this other guy and making him look horrible, to the point where he got arrested and put in jail and spent 100 days in jail.
Oh my God.
Until she admitted to the police that she'd lied about what they'd arrested him for. And because like this Scott guy had convinced her to do it. So he ended up, I felt this poor guy, he went through off the back of this, horrific. Yeah. Like I feel really bad for him. Anyway, so then it was just her and Scott living there, because this guy was like, "Fuck this, I'm out."
See ya.
Her and Scott were living there, and it got so bad that he ended up killing her.
Oh
yeah.
Oh
yeah.
She didn't even get interviewed.
She didn't even get interviewed because
Damn.
she was at the bottom of the pool.
Yeah.
Yeah. But because she was like
truly worst roommate ever.
Yeah, she was trying to like go through the courts in terms of like getting him kicked out, right? Yeah. Because she was like, "I'm terrified of him." And so her son had told her, get a tape recorder and record all the incidences, because that'll help you in terms of like the legal case against him. And she'd recorded her own death, like her own murder, because she just like, she doesn't think she's going to get murdered, but she's recording it because he's acting crazy and she's thinking that she's going to need it. And so they were able to easily convict Scott because the whole thing was on the tape.
That's lucky.
And then
he probably could have covered it up somehow.
Well, when he got arrested, he starts going on about how this old housemate was crazy, and he'd come and like tried to pin it on the old housemate.
Again.
Yeah. Facts. Honestly, I don't get scared watching a lot of things. Yeah. I got real scared. Yeah. I had to turn this shit off.
Yeah,
I was like,
enough.
I have the heebie-jeebies.
I can't continue.
It was really scary because I'm looking for a housemate. Yeah. And I'm like, what if I get a Scott Pettigrew?
Yeah. What if?
Lucky I don't have a pool, for starters.
Yeah. And you got Benji. Benji would protect you.
What if Benji turned on me? Benji was
he ganged up on you.
He was like, yeah,
let's
actually,
take this bitch out.
Now that you say it, let's fucking go.
I want to piss on the plants indoors.
Take her out. Oh my God, my plants are thriving.
Are they?
My little one that's like sat by the back door, it's starting to like try and stand up.
Little
see
baby.
My children walk.
Stop. Proud mum.
Oh my God, obsessed.
Love that.
I also watched another doco series. It's like a 3 or 6 episode series on Netflix called The Man with 1,000 Kids.
Yes.
So this is about a team uncovers the story behind Jonathan. I'm not even going to try and say his last name. A Dutch sperm donor who was accused of fathering over 500 children and defrauding vulnerable families in the Netherlands and around the world. So the doco series interviews a bunch of like primarily like gay couples or like single women who had children through a sperm donor, and it was him. And it starts out where these people in the Netherlands use him as a sperm donor through a private donation. That blew my mind that you can get. I don't think you can do it in Australia. You can get private sperm donors. Like he can just come to your house, jerk off in your bathroom.
What?
Yeah. No regulation whatsoever. What? Yeah.
What do you mean?
So you would just go
here.
No, this was in the Netherlands. You would just go onto like a website or a Facebook group, find the person you like, and be like, yeah, okay, I want you to be my sperm donor.
And you should get sperm in a cup.
Yeah, and he comes
then
over.
What do you do with a cup?
Or I think he would normally like, he wouldn't always jerk off in like in your bathroom, but like some people would invite him because the sperm has to stay warm and you've got a really short window to be able to then use it.
What? How are you using it?
Well, women were going, jerk off in my bathroom.
Turkey baster or?
Pretty much.
No. That can't be right.
Pretty much.
What?
Not far from the truth. So they were doing that. And then...
What? How are you...
And then women were discovering, like meeting people in their immediate circles who also had sperm donor children, realizing that they'd gone through the same sperm donor. baby daddy. And then they get more and more people popped up. Anyway, then they ended up in these Facebook groups where they found out this man is a serial donor and not only does private donations and like heaps of them, but has gone through sperm bank all around the world and is constantly traveling, like making sure that he's donating all the time. And so they're estimating that he has like fathered like thousands of children. And now, particularly in the Netherlands where he was doing the private donations, because that's where he lived, there's like this huge issue where all these kids are now half siblings. And now these parents are having to raise their children with like teaching them as they get older, obviously. You can't just go kiss whoever you want, and you can't just
do
date
a background check.
You need to do background checks because the likelihood of someone being a sibling is through the roof.
You could be bussing your brother.
Facts. Yeah. How crazy is that?
That's wild.
Crazy things that happen in the doco series, right? That's obviously fucking batshit crazy in itself, right? One, a lot of these people, when they're talking about what they were looking for in a sperm donor, they were like, we wanted someone with blonde hair and blue eyes. And I was like...
That's a Netherlands thing, though.
But to me, as like a non-Netherlands person, I was like, been there, done that through the Hitler phase. Did we not learn anything? Like, calm down. Enough of this. Second crazy thing, there was this one woman that got interviewed and she was using him as a sperm donor. But this woman, A, I'm not convinced she even ended up having a child. And B, she was so fucking crazy. She was like, I found him so attractive. Anyway, I invited him around to be a sperm donor, but do it the old fashioned way.
Oh, bus.
So he would come around and they would bus properly, right? And then afterwards she would give him cookies and chocolate milk because he was so young. What? And she's giggling while telling this story. And I went, ma'am, that's Nancy behavior. That is predatorial, creepy ass shit behavior.
How old is she?
She was like easily older.
How old was he?
You're asking me questions that I can't.
Okay.
No, he would have been like, let's find it. I reckon he would have been in his 20s. Jonathan.
And how old was she?
40s. She would have been like, 40s, I reckon.
Damn.
Hang on.
I want cookies and chocolate milk after sex.
Well.
Seems like a sweet deal.
Dude. Fucking crazy.
That's insane.
How old is he now? So he was born in, they don't know for sure, but he was born in like 81 or 82.
How do they not know for sure? Like, look that shit up.
Yeah, right? So he'd be 43 now. And this was happening like 10, 15 years ago. So he would have been 30s. Lady with the cookies.
Good.
I don't know. I won't be able to find it. So that was crazy. Another crazy thing was this sperm bank opened up in Africa, right? And it was headed up by these white guys. And they were advertising for sperm donors and they would cover all your expenses. They'd fly you over. They'd put you up in accommodation, this whole thing. Anyway, so there was these messages that people had the doco had been able to get from some of the men who'd gone and been sperm donors there, because Jonathan was one of them. He flew over there and he was just he was jerking his shit left, right and center, right, to give them a whole lot of sperm. This one guy that had gone over as a sperm bank, as a sperm donor, was like messaging a friend of his, telling them about the experience. And he was like, yeah, they're like milking me like a cow. And then he goes, I'm going to bleach Africa.
You can't say that.
I said, that's not allowed.
No.
You can't do that.
No.
That is
no.
fucked up.
Wow.
Yeah. How nuts is that? Bleach.
No.
I want to see if I can get that actual thing.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Right? Uncovers further examples of men travelling to the world to donate unrestricted amounts of sperm, including a racist who expresses his desire to donate to Kenyan clinics out of a desire to bleach Africa.
Oh no, come on. Let's start doing checks on people's personality and behaviour, please.
Anyway, then I learned, and this is the craziest part, is like sperm donations, to my understanding, it's not regulated. It's not like there's a global database where I go in and I go, Jonathan donates at all of these sperm banks.
Yeah, right.
Is a private donor, and they have to log every single donation that they make, right? And then all the kids that come off of it. That doesn't exist. I just assumed that would be a thing. Like,
yeah.
I don't know.
At least like countrywide.
I just feel like when you're setting up a sperm donation industry, you'd go, hey, maybe we should regulate it.
I swear I watched a doco. I can't even remember what it was called. I think it might have been on Netflix. And it was... Oh, yeah. It was like about this doctor, and he worked at a fertility clinic, I think.
I've seen it.
Yeah.
And he...
and instead of like using like sperm donors for procedures, he would be using his own sperm. Yes.
Yeah.
And then like people were like trying to find their heritage or whatever on those websites where you can track down your ancestry, and so many people were finding that they were all related because this guy was just throwing his sperm in people.
So I just put up an article from the Time from May 2022. And it's about our father, and it goes, during the 1970s and 80s, a fertility specialist in Indiana named Dr. Donald Klein inseminated dozens of patients with his own sperm without their knowledge or consent.
Yeah.
The stories of some of these women and the at least 94 biological children of Klein are told in a new documentary, Our Father, on Netflix.
If you haven't watched that, definitely watch it. That's a really good doco.
Highly recommend watching that. And then, and again, because it's all in one little town or one spot, it's just crazy because both documentaries explore, I guess, the psychology around like finding out that you're going to have hundreds of half siblings. I just cannot imagine that. I cannot imagine one day finding out that I have 100 or 500 half siblings. Like, what does that do to a person? Do you know what I mean? Like, I was trying to. Do you ever do this where you watch something and it's so unfathomable? Where you try, like, I literally try and gaslight myself into thinking that.
What would I do in that situation?
Yeah,
all the time.
I just would be like, what the fuck? That's a lot of Christmas. Like, are you buying everyone Christmas presents? Like,
yeah.
Crazy.
Like, you don't get paid to be an organ donor, a sperm donor, do you? Because in Australia, you can't get paid to be an egg donor.
Really?
No.
Oh, okay. I thought you would get paid to donate your eggs. So, yeah, in Australia, it's illegal to be paid for sperm donation. Yeah. However, reimbursement of reasonable out-of-pocket expenses is permitted. Yeah. Because then I was Googling when I was watching it. I'm like, is private sperm donation a thing in Australia? And I think technically you can do it because how do they clearly don't fucking regulate it. Yeah. But the trouble you could run into is that the person who donates the sperm, because it's all off the books, they could legally be recognized as the father, and they could like fight for custody or any of those things, which is
child support.
Yeah. Who fucking wants to go down that path? Really interesting documentary, and a lot of people, like a handful of our followers have watched it as well, and everyone same thing, like just mind blown. It's batshit crazy.
They really need to regulate it more.
Well, you'd hope so. It ended up coming out that he was like the courts or a judge ruled that he could no longer donate sperm, and that any time he ever donated sperm, it would be like a $100,000 fine per donation. So, who
But
knows?
like, what's the psychology behind that? Like, why did he want to donate sperm so much?
So glad you asked. I'm so fucking glad you asked, because I was just thinking this. So in the doco, the whole way through, they talk about how he has a YouTube channel and he documents him like traveling the world and like his ideologies and all of this. Some of the people that use him as a sperm donor, their thinking is that this sounds so fucked up, he wanted to create his own pool of people that would watch, like, grow up, go to figure out who he is, like who was my sperm donor, and they would find his YouTube channel, and they would start to believe his ideologies and like brainwash them in a sense.
Oh, so he's a cult leader.
Yeah.
He wants to be a cult leader.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Pretty much.
That's kooky.
And I believe it. I think that's crazy, because he was very passionate about being like, if the kids grow up and they want to know me or meet me, like totally open to it. Like, he was all for it.
So he was recruiting on the next level.
Yeah.
He's going to be like, instead of recruiting people, I will build the recruiting people.
Yeah. I'm going to, when everyone turns 18.
I will make my followers.
Yeah.
Instead of convert them.
Yeah, you guys wait. I'm going to have thousands of followers on Instagram one day.
Any moment. 18 years from now, bet.
Facts. Fucking nuts. Yeah.
He was in it for the long run.
Yeah.
Not a quick fix.
It's just, yeah, that's nuts. A really like interesting documentary.
Yeah.
Really interesting. Highly recommend Our Father as well.
Yeah,
That's
that
very
one was-
interesting.
Made me feel icky.
Yeah. Very interesting. But that's all I've watched at the moment. I feel like I'm just gearing up. I need to get Stan now.
Yeah, you do. And then you can watch Good Girl's Guide to Murder as well.
Yeah, to be honest, now you've sold it to me.
Yeah.
How much is Stan? Stan pricing. Everyone, we're going to figure out the pricing.
Together.
$12 a month. That's not bad.
Yeah, that's achievable.
Don't have HD though. I'm sorry, but I'm going to need to watch sports in at least a bit of HD. $16 a month then. Okay.
Ooh.
Damn.
Shit.
I'll be fucking jiggered. Yeah, that's everything that I had, guys. Yeah, it is what it is. What have we got next week?
Any plans for this week? I don't think I do.
Do you want to come to that birthday?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, you tell me on the day.
Yeah.
Tell me on the day.
Is it a daytime or a nighttime thing?
I think it's a nighttime thing.
That's interesting.
And I'm also trying to gauge if it's free alcohol or not.
That will be a good tell.
Because this is my thing, right? If it is...
We go there for prees and then we kick on somewhere else after.
If it is...
We rally the troops to kick on after. Who's going?
Well, it'll all be like fam. I know 3 people that are going. And you would be one of them. What was I going to say? But if we go, right, because mum and dad have to drive down this way anyway to go,
You said Saturday, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm busy Saturday.
What the fuck are you doing on Saturday that I'm not?
I've got Chloe's birthday dinner.
Wow. Okay, just when you thought you knew a bitch, guys.
Sorry, I completely forgot.
Damn.
I think that's on Saturday. Yeah. I mean...
We're
We'll
gonna
reassess.
We're gonna have to end this shit here now.
We'll reassess.
No, we need to connect our calendars.
I just want to close this with my foot.
Don't! Fucking rat. Fucking little rat girl. All right, everyone.
Okay. Thank you for listening. Love you. Bye.
Bye.